When I think about role models, wow, looking back to my childhood, honestly, there were none. I can't think of any. No one. Of course, when I was a child, I looked up to my parents, which is typical in family dynamics, but they didn't sign, so they weren't able to fluently communicate with us, but we made do. I was able to follow house rules and operate within our family dynamics. But when I try and think of someone I looked up to, who I wanted to become or who I wanted to emulate, there was no one. Out of my 4 siblings, my immediate older brother and sister, they were my role models, and as the youngest, I admired them. At the same time, I noticed their struggles. They themselves were lacking role models. I witnessed it, and I could feel their frustrations. So I made the best out of that opportunity to learn from them. My deafblind brother went through a lot. He was so angry when he was told no to start driving, even though all of his friends and his sister could. That was a challenge. That's where our family struggled as a deafblind family. Who was told yes and who was told no in the family? Outside of the family, there wasn't really anyone. Perhaps in high school there was one person, but they lived far away. It was too far to connect. In my college years, finally, role models started to appear. Again, at that time, no one openly identified as deafblind, so we held that close to the vest. I couldn't really build on that until later. It was a missed opportunity. People would often direct me to Helen Keller as a role model, but she did not fit my experience. A new and better history is emerging that shows that there was so much more that happened before Helen Keller. My history as a deafblind person is not as narrow as one historical figure. It's astoundingly broad. I'm thrilled that current and future generations have more people they can look up to as role models.